today, and we are fired up. Hello, somebody!
We live up in the studio. Say something, Pasha.
What up? What up, Memphis? I'm so happy to be back in Memphis. I came with the right folks. I came in with the right people.
We're going to be live and loud. We're going to be country today. We're going to be a little country. This is the Unleashed Voice, so we have to live up to our name. Well, hello, Memphis and Radio Land. This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ radio show here on AM 990 KWAM Talk Radio, baby. The mission of our radio show is to be the premier soundboard for the LGBTQ community in the Mid-South, where we employ 3 core principles: education, empowerment, and enrichment. And what we want you to do, we want you to learn something today during this radio show. We're laying out bricks to make this society a better society that is void of discrimination, prejudices, and inequality. And before we dive into our show and introduce our guests, my son has to talk about something that's on his mind. I have no idea what it is, so this is our segment of What's on Your Mind. What's on your mind, son?
Well, and since we're in here and we have a great motivational speaker, I was thinking about something.
Okay.
When God or the universe gives you a gift, that gift often causes worry, anxiety, and stress before it blesses you. And I'm going to leave it right there. You get your gift.
You got me smoking.
You get your gift. Turn me up, John, a little bit. My nose stopped. I can't hear myself. I'm the white one. You get your gift.
You the white one.
Uh-huh. That's perfect. You get your gift, and before it blesses you, it causes stress, worry, and anxiety. And often your gift is controversial in the eyes of other people.
Definitely.
When you get it. So, then the dilemma goes back to, why in the hell do I want this gift from God? If it's going to worry me, cause stress, and give me anxiety, I got to suffer before it blesses me. And I'm going to leave it right there. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, he dropped the mic.
Yeah.
Bleep.
All right.
Did I just drop the mic too?
I just left it right there.
Okay. I was waiting on you to say something because it's always something crazy. Now you just gonna do a clip. You gonna do a Florida Jackson on us today.
Absolutely. Leave it right there. Isn't that something?
Yeah, I'm my good friend Florida. She'll take you on give you a cliffhanger. You gave us a cliffhanger.
And then often when God gives you a gift, the gift is wrapped up in paper, and you don't even know what the gift is until you unwrap it.
Yeah. Oh, you talking some good stuff now. We gonna roll. We gonna bowl all down that lane today.
So that's all I gotta say.
I'm ready. It was something that I want to talk about. Robert, I know you in the news. Something happened this week. What happened this week?
Somebody grilled Raymond Simone, I think.
Oh, and Coulter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not worthy. Oh my God! I just knew you was gonna talk about it. Anyway. You kind of threw me for that one, but anyway, listen. We have a great guest in the studio with us today. She's coming in to do her thing. I'll leave her to tell everybody about what she's gonna be doing with her thing. But she's a good friend, and just we reconnected. And I want to just introduce our guest for a minute before we go into our first commercial break. We're gonna have none other than Pasha Cook to say hello to Memphis, Tennessee, her listeners, and her fan base on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of her social media sites. Say hello, Pasha. Just take it away, baby.
What up, Memphis? I'm glad to be back here. Got off the flight and had to come straight to Glen over here at this radio station. So I'm looking to have fun. You guys have a lot of fun. It's good to be back. This is like my 3rd home here in Memphis. For those that don't know, I graduated here in 2002 and ended up going back to Houston in 2007. The beautiful thing about that is that when I came from Mississippi from a 2-year college. I was the first generation college graduate in my family. I started school at 24 years old on full basketball scholarship, and that just lets you know how God has something. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter where you're from. So being back here holds a lot of sentimental value for me because it was one of my beginnings, one of my journeys, and I'm still on another journey now. Of course, we're always on a journey, but I'm glad to be here. Thank you, everyone that is tuning in. Thank you, those who are watching us live. Thank you, everyone that is supporting us, because it's important to support people in their journey. You never know where they're going. Sometimes you try to hold them accountable for how you met them, but you don't know where they're going. So it's wise just to hold people up, man. And I'm really honored to be here on this show, and I'm really fascinated about what you guys are doing here. So keep doing good work, and anytime you need me, I'm right here. Thank you.
That's great. So if you're listening and you would like to live stream the radio show, you can live and watch us at www.relationshipunleashed.com. Just follow the links on the website. You can download the app on your mobile phone and take it with you. And also in the car, if you're listening to us, we appreciate all of our listeners. So you said something profound in your introduction, that you went back to school at 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were like a freshman?
Yeah, I was a freshman, an old freshman, but I was a freshman.
On a basketball scholarship?
I was, yeah, full basketball scholarship.
Hold on. How did that happen, for them to usually recruiting out of high school? And how did that happen? Did you try out for the team, or, give us a...
Well, basketball has always been a thing that I've held close to my heart. I played it when I was very little, probably around 7 years old. But I had an unstable childhood. I was moving here and moving there, living with grandmother, mama, whoever was raising me at the time, because it took a village to raise me. And I dropped out at the 11th grade when I lost my eligibility, but I continued to play. Then came the WNBA, and semi-pro basketball entered into Houston, and I wanted to play. My godmother, who was one of my principals at my high school, I met her when I was in school. It was an incident where I had a fight with my mother, actually. And they took me into the office, and they had this huddle, and she decided that day to take me home with her, which never happened. She was still in my life when I was 23. I wanted to play. I didn't have a car. She said, well, if you want to borrow my car, you ought to get a GED, because you're not going to go around here just playing basketball and you're not educated. And so I said, okay. And the guy that was over the team asked me what school did I attend, and I was like, well, I hadn't. And he said, well, no, this is not going to be any good. Well, what's funny is today Memphis played Ole Miss. Well, he took me to see a coach from Ole Miss. He drove me to Louisiana to try out, and that coach sent me to junior college. So that's how I got my scholarship, by trying out for an assistant coach that was at Ole Miss at the time. But I ended up playing for Memphis once I graduated from that 2-year college in Mississippi. So that's how I got here.
That's profound. Isn't it funny how everyone has that you met along the way had an integral role into molding and shaping you where you are right now?
Absolutely.
I mean, like, really, everybody, everything that they did and everything they imparted in you helped you to come to this point right now in your life. Because had not, we don't know what would have happened. Isn't that strange?
Well, the thing about it is, if the gift, we're going to talk back to the gift.
Okay.
The gift that's placed inside of you, if individuals didn't put it in you, they can't take it from you anyway.
Yeah, but if you have to develop the gift.
Wait a minute now. If it's put in you, even if you don't develop it, nobody can take it away from you.
That's true. We argued about that a while back.
He who begins a good work in you will bring it to completion. That's all I gotta say.
I think with that, you have to have
I'm
faith.
not argue with him.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. Well, go ahead. Maybe
you go ahead. Come on.
Well, hold that thought. We're at first break. It's 5:15.
Okay.
My nose stopped up.
It's the gift.
But we talking about that gift.
We'll argue about this gift when we come back.
Because we are one. This is the Unleashed Voice on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. The Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community. I'm stopped up. I feel horrible. I need a hot toddy with some body in it. We'll be right back. It's our pause for the calls.